Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome to ChooseDay. If you're watching the replay, I am Ann from Andale Homestead, and I'm so glad that you're here. We're going to give it a second for Facebook to jump in here. I'm so glad to see everyone. Psalm 146, my buddy, best yet. Kim Mill, my Facebook chatting friend. Kim, I hope your phone is doing well. Hey, Tamika. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Jesse. He says, good morning, everybody. I'm so happy that you're all here. Y'all, I had the best, busiest weekend I have had in the longest time. Hey, Uncle G. Hey, GT, I know you're getting ready for work this morning. And Pruitt, I'm so sorry I didn't get to see you when I was in Savannah. It was a whirlwind trip, honestly. 6.5 hours down there, almost 7. Got there, I was exhausted. We baked a cake. I haven't put that video up yet. Sherry helped me bake a lemon pound cake from Black's Tropical Homestead. And I went to Black's Tropical Homestead. We spent the night, got up early the next morning, and drove. It took us almost 8 hours. That included stopping for gas and, little knickknacks and things. Hey, Christy, it's a rainy day here too, honey, and you're in Oregon. Good to see you. In North Carolina, it's been raining. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to be on the back porch this morning. Hey, soul sister, because the rain was coming down, man, and I thought, ooh, I can't get my computer wet. Every now and again, I might have to clean off the lens there. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, Sherry. So, just going to do that real quick because it keeps fogging up out here. Hello, Vanessa Buckner and Mona. I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you. So it's 11:02. I do have a friend. I don't ever want to hold anything from you, but I do have a friend here in the basement. Good morning, Miss Pam. Whoo, she's driving. She can't chat. Hey, Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse and Teresa Hammer. That's my friend in real life. Like family, friends that are family. Yeah, I go and visit them and I enjoy their company quite a bit. Good morning, Ann, my other Ann. And Ann Francisco keeps buying us lotto tickets and sending and saying, I'll share $1 billion. You didn't hear that though, because gives us better chances, right? Okay, let's take care of a little bit of business before we get into the Tuesday message. My microphone broke, and so I'm using the computer microphone. Yes, you are my YouTube fam. Leanne, how is your farm and the grain bin? Is everything okay? Oh, poor Adrian's hurting. What? Oh, I didn't hear. I've got to go watch Adrian. I usually see all of hers. She's on every day also. And I I got to tell you, from this weekend and all that dancing I've been doing, for one thing, what's up with the hands? I did this way too much. We're our own worst critics, right? Yeah, it's raining. I hope everybody's doing all right. So I'm assuming that you can hear me and see me clearly. If you can, if you would help me out and you're watching the live right now. Oh no, your mic is broken also, best yet. I'm sorry, honey. I did break the new microphone, Jesse. I did drop it. I did. I dropped it. Jesse says, oh, and let's see what Leanne has to say. It's still smoking very badly. Fire company was here last night again. This nightmare is still in progress. Leanne, I have been saying so many prayers for you at Mennonite Farmhouse. You can hear me well. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you very much. Yesterday, I was on live with Adrian from Tales of an Educated Debutante. She's a hoot, y'all. She's just a firecracker. And when I went to watch the video, it was horribly distorted. I'm very sorry for you. But If we could all please say a prayer for Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse and her family. Their big, huge grain bin has been on fire for the last couple of days. That's their major source of income. And they're trying to get trucks in to get the grain out. It's really devastating for them, and I know the Lord's got this. I know He's got this, Leanne. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. There's a plan, and we just back up and restart. So if you guys would say a prayer as well, hey Vineyard Chicks, that would be great. For Mennonite Farmhouse, Leanne and her family, we've all been praying for you. So let's get started with our Tuesday message, and then right after that, I'm gonna bring up my buddy Cherie from Black's Tropical Homestead. We'll talk about our wild weekend. Homesteaders gone wild. Oh, please don't drop my MacBook. No joke. Yeah, because that won't ever happen again. I won't be able to get another one, even though I have the whatever that contract is that you can get it fixed. You still got to pay $300 just to bring it in the door. Crazy stuff. So today is ChooseDay, where we get to choose our attitude of the day. And I'm going to miss a little bit about on the chat. And that's okay, Leanne. God's got this, honey. So I wanted to read you a little something. Today I'm going to concentrate on trusting and knowing that the Lord has an amazing plan. He's always with me, no matter what. And I want to read you a little something, because when we get our minds in the right direction, it changes your perspective. It changes your whole world. And it gives you such a better quality of life. And that's what the Lord wants you to have, is a good quality of life, not things, happiness and love and joy and, those kinds of things. So here's my little thing I wanted to read you. Just a reminder, in case your mind is playing tricks on you today, you matter. You're important. You're loved, and your presence on this earth makes a difference, whether you see it or whether you don't, because the Lord knows every hair on your head, and He knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. So today, I'm going to concentrate on knowing that I have peace there, that I am important, that I matter, and most importantly, that I'm loved. So there's our Tuesday. And you are too. This is all for you. This is all for you. And Lord, I hope that you're pleased with that message, because there were some others that I had today, and he was telling me it just wasn't the right one. Just wasn't the right one. So, oh gosh. So I have a friend that's down in the green room, and I want her to come up so she can say hi to everybody. Hey, Sherry, come on up, honey. Here we go. There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good
I'm still
morning.
tired.
Me too. So good morning, soil family.
Good morning. What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? I got us on Facebook.
Soil family. Yeah, yeah.
Soil
Oh, you got
family. So
that's
how are you
right.
feeling in real life?
I'm tired, man. I am still tired. I was telling Cherie earlier that from all that boogie woogie, and I'm wearing a knee brace today and hobbling around the house.
We were hopping around the Gulf Coast like some kids
We
all weekend.
were.
Oh my
It was
God, it
so
was so much
fun.
fun.
Hey, my
It was
Bridget.
fun.
Bridget Lewis is here.
We
Yeah, it
learned
was.
a lot of lessons, but it was fun.
We did learn a lot of lessons. We met so many wonderful people. I mean, it was fabulous. And, nobody had anything but Coca Cola or water or iced tea. And we were loving life, man.
That is all. I mean, from the beach to the fairground to the hotel, we danced
Yeah,
all over the place. I
we
mean,
did. I've
It was
watched a
amazing.
few. Oh, hey, XDMC.
Hey,
I'm so
XDMC.
glad you're here, honey. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. Because when he said thank you for that message today, it does matter. And it's to be able to feel and know that we are important. That even if we don't feel like we're important to everyone, we certainly are important to the Lord. That's for sure. We are His children.
Yes.
So that's an awesome thing. David Corey, I'm glad you're here. And Betty, I was told yesterday, Adrian told me, she said, Ann, you're not supposed to talk to people while you're online. And I went, but they're my family. I need to be able to speak to everybody. And so,
Yeah. We like
you know,
interaction. So I know that
yeah,
these are two different worlds, platforms, but we like interaction. Even on Facebook, we still like to interact with as many as we can. We can't, sometimes we do miss some, and it's not our heart, it's just our
yeah,
eyes. But
right. It certainly is not intentional. If I missed
yeah,
you, if Sherry missed you, there's nothing, absolutely zero, not even in my brain. Hello, Lester from I'm a Survivor Donkey and Farm Animal Sanctuary. Hey, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. Um, Lester, we missed you this weekend. I got
yeah.
to dance with Jason.
Somebody called Lester out
They
um,
did.
for a dance off with Coghill. And I
Yes.
must say that he may want to start practicing like right now, because Brooke and Jason were ready. They didn't
Ab-
need to see any videos, no practice. No, he was ready. That cowboy, that dancing farmer was ready.
that's right. He was. He is. And Longhorn Lester, my buddy, Longhorn Lester. That is still Lester. He has two channels. I'm a Survivor Donkey and Farm Animal Sanctuary and Longhorn Lester. I just think it would be the coolest thing if you and Jason did, and you might be able to talk Daniel and Dutch into getting in there with you and doing the WOP, the WOP WOP. I
The
I had
W.
no idea. Sherry, you and Bobby have to tell me sometime when I'm doing this with my hands. That's how I dance all the time, I guess, because every video I saw, and that's not a move in that dance whatsoever. There's no, oh, Jason has beaten you at dancing lots of times. I don't believe that. I love your dance at the end of Longhorn Lester. Y'all need to
Yes,
check out
I love
Longhorn
that.
Lester.
Most of the time, that's my favorite part. I got to rewind it to see him dance over and over again.
That's
But
right,
yeah,
dancing at that gate.
it's cute.
And
Dancing
then
is fun.
it is fun. We
It's
had good, clean fun. We had Life with Belinda and Chuck was our first victim. Belinda was so sweet. She said, "Mm-mm,"
He
but
said, "I'll record." Mm-mm, I'll
mm-mm,
record.
no. And so she was holding the phones and and dances peachy fine. I don't know about that, but
It
I
is, Kim. It
I
is.
can tell you, we all at some point or another looked a little silly, but we had so much fun.
It was fun, no matter
I
what.
think Bobby had to have had Bobby is Sherry's husband, in case you don't know, from Blackstropple Homestead. And Bobby was editing the videos, and he had to have had a terrible time trying to knock out all my laughter and cackling because
You laughed the entire time. When I heard, I could hear him putting this video together, and all I could hear was you laughing. I said, and they'll laugh and that is no exaggeration. The entire time.
I did.
And you even said we even laughed a lot because you came in the room and you said, I could hear you laughing over.
That's right. We had hotel rooms that were about 30 minutes away from the meetup. And it was hilarious because they were adjoining rooms, although
Mhm,
unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, God has a way of working things out. Bobby and Sherry's door wouldn't open. My door would open. And at first
mhm.
I was like, I don't think they want to have adjoining rooms because they're not trying too hard. And then we went over there. They have like cemented the door closed, so
Yes,
it was really good. But
yes.
I could hear them laughing, And then they could hear me laughing right by myself in the hotel room. It was
Yes,
hilarious. I
it
had a
was
good time.
hilarious.
And if you
But
could tell, I have a little bit of a hoarse voice just from, oh gosh, Carrie, we'll be praying for you, honey. We'll be praying. You're having a medical procedure today. I've had one of those and it's not bad. It's not a terrible procedure. You just have to be real careful, lay real still.
yep, yep, no stressing, Carrie.
No stress.
Prayers are going up for you.
That's right. So when I left Bobby and Sherry's home, of course, I had to get some pictures underneath the bananas, because it's just the coolest thing since sliced bread. And when I got ready to leave, Bobby said, "This banana's for you, honey. This banana's for you." I went, "What?" And now I'm real worried. I want to make sure I keep it alive. I put it in a special place. I'm making sure. Yes, God will be with you, Carrie.
Yes.
Buffering. Oh, I'm sorry. Is anyone else buffering? I have the internet extender right beside the computer to try to make sure that the signal is good. Anyway, when I left your home, my trunk was full of plants, y'all.
Oh yeah, we had to send you out the Black's tropical way. It's
Yes.
like riding with plants.
Y'all have seen their cars full, so full they could hardly fit in there. It wasn't okay, good. Thank you. No buffering. Awesome. Y'all have seen Black Tropical Homestead traveling everywhere they go, which I wouldn't allow them to go in stores this time. They would go, "Look, babe, there's a Lowe's over there." And I'm going, "Nope, nope, nope.
Nope,
I got
nope.
to have a seat to get in. You can't be, I can't hold plants when I'm coming home. I can't hold them." No. So good. Thank you, Best Jet. But yeah, so I had a trunk full of plants and she was so sweet. I've got a bunch of prizes here. I have some dried elderberry.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm going to make some of that elderberry syrup. But in the meantime, when I was at the Homesteaders Convention, I bought from Teaberry Farm, Teaberry Farm, I bought some elderberry syrup. And it's the coolest thing, y'all. When I travel, I don't go, I don't buy things. I don't need t shirts from everywhere. I don't need trinkets. We all have so much in our lives, so many blessings that I don't buy a bunch of stuff. But man, I was buying things hand over fist at that place. I bought some dried moringa because I haven't had any, although Sherry and Bobby gave me a moringa plant to come home with, so that was great.
That's
But I
good.
bought some of this. I shared some of this with Adrian yesterday, and she was like, "What is that?" And because anyway. And I'm going to make some moringa tea. You can drop some in your soups. You can cook with it and do all those types of things. That's wonderful. I bought some salve and some goldenrod salve. And this is from Hidden Oats. They're part of the ones that put this thing on, right? The meetup on.
Yep. Gulf
Yeah.
Coast Homesteaders Meetup.
Thank you, because I do have a hard time saying that name. And I bought pine needle salve and also from the Hidden Oats homestead.
Yeah,
The
we
pine
talked about pine needles and how important pine needle, and it's free. Most people have pine trees around, so she even said, "Do not turn your head to pine needles."
right. And you did a study of, on your Mondays.
Hmm.
Sherry has a live on Mondays that it's um a- the A word. What do you call it?
All about apothecary building
Apothecary.
a natural medicine cabinet.
Yes, yes. Hey, Scott, for rambling with the brooms. And Jennifer, we're going to be praying for you, honey. I, God has such an amazing plan that's bigger and better than you can even imagine. The thing is, with when I keep saying He has such a plan, we have to do our part. We still have to get up and go out and do the movements. He's not going to help us or heal us or anything if we're just sitting on the couch waiting for Him to come. So. All right. And I also bought some grits, some old timey grits that are hard to find. And this
Mhm.
this I didn't get their card, but this group of people mill their own grits. And this bag, do you remember when people used to go around and they had the flour bag when you were a teenager and you had to look after the baby for a month or something? It was a home ec project. I don't know. You might be too young for that. But, and people would come in at the end and their babies would have tape and burn marks and all kinds of stuff all over. Well, I kind of, I taped this bag because it was starting to leak a little bit. And I bought some honey, some little honey sticks, different types of honey to try. It's different flavors.
Mhm.
And Bobby and Sherry now have bees.
Bees. I
And
think one is up here, but yeah,
he's
they are
visiting.
busy.
When we were in the yard walking around and she was showing me all her glorious tropical forest and food and things, she went, oh, that one's lost. Look at it. There's a bee over here. Going back home. Go back home. She didn't flip him or anything, but yeah, honey sticks. Aren't they the coolest things? Yeah, Gina. And we met Belt Loop 29. I got to give him a big hug. He is so hilarious and wonderful and exactly like he is online, you know. But he gave us some Carolina Reapers that I haven't showed to my husband yet because he's at Lake Gaston. I'm getting ready to go there this afternoon. But Carolina Reapers, those bad boys are ha, ha, ha,
Hot.
ha. And some tomato leaf soap. The tomato leaf soap is also from Gary, and it's got a fragrance in there. But Gary's wife makes all of these,
Mhm.
and I'm just tickled to pieces to get all that. But, and the thing that I came home with, and I did a short on them last night because these things look like aliens. I mean, I don't know if you could see them very well, but when I first saw them and I opened a bag, they look like a bowl full of spiders. Hey, Yogi Hollow Farm. Hey, my precious. But you can come on back up, sugar. Um, the these are what they're called. Now, tell me again the real name of these, please, Sherry.
So, some people call them sorrel.
Mm-hmm.
Some people call them rosella or
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican hibiscus.
Okay, Jamaican hibiscus. And this is the pod that the does the flower come first and then the pod?
Yeah. So what at the tip, um, the flower will poke out of the tip of it, and
Right
it'll
here.
open up and close and ball up and fall out.
I was watching a whole bunch of videos today and on harvesting and drying hibiscus flowers. Some people just lay them out on a tray,
Mhm.
but they do say you need to take this part off. I am tickled to death to be able to have so much hibiscus stuff. I'm gonna have tea out the Watusi. Now,
Yes. You
I know
said,
you
"Is all this for me?" Yes, please.
right, it was a huge amount. In fact, I'm gonna take them to the lake with me and pop them off and shell them there. But I wanted to show people what I found out through my research. One, what this is good for. And let's see if I can get it. According to Google, I am not a doctor. Hey, Papa. Hey, the Stock Explorer and Hedgehog's Homestead. I'm going to be over there at your channel tomorrow about 1 o'clock. Um, what is Rosella used for? Now, this is Google, not me. I am not a doctor, and it is allegedly, but this is what they say. In traditional medicine, Rosella is known to increase stamina and endurance, help with detoxification, as well as lowering blood pressure, blood sugar levels, uric acid, and cholesterol in the body. It helps to treat a cough, a sore throat, canker sores, and yet it can also soothe a migraine.
Hmm.
How awesome is that? That
Oh,
it does all those things.
yes. And I put some in your focus tea. When
Oh,
even the
yes.
focus that I sent you home with, I freeze dried it, but
Oh,
I
I
put
forgot to
some
bring.
in your focus tea that I made for you here, and I sent with you.
Do you think I can dehydrate this?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
can.
I think that's what I'll need to do rather than because we're so humid here, like you are. We
Yeah.
have such high humidity. I think if I and this is what you do, y'all. You just pop off, you pop off the things
Yep.
like
And you
that.
got a million trees there.
Yes. And this is the seed pod, but you 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 just save this part. And so I have a lot to do.
Yeah.
But inside here are a whole bunch of little seeds. So really all you need
Mhm.
is one pod to have. And Sherry, your trees were I mean the trunk one seed this year, right?
One seed. That pod got multiple seeds in it. I took one seed. F.R. Humphrey sent me seeds. I plant one seed and I got a 15, 16 foot tree.
It's huge, y'all. It was taking over the whole front yard. I
It's
mean,
huge.
it's tremendous. So I'm so looking forward to this. And I
So are
think
you gonna make
honestly,
jam?
no, I'm gonna make teas.
Just
I've
tea.
got jam. I've got quite a bit of jam.
Mhm.
Not hibiscus jam.
Okay.
How do you make jam with it?
Well, I know Dan Permaculture. He did a video making jam. So I haven't made jam. I just make tea, and I
Yes.
save a lot for blends. So
Right, right. And so I figure I'm gonna pop these bad boys off and stick them in the dehydrator, and I'm gonna have myself some hibiscus tea for the rest of the year. Woo!
that's right.
Yeah, that's so great.
Mm.
All right, y'all. So that was all my prizes and everything that I got, and I did want to share the hibiscus stuff with you. And Sherry is going to help us. It's already this is it's 11:26, and I like to keep things around 30 minutes or so. And yeah, okay. I'm not sure. Yeah. One thing I wanted to be sure is you guys on Mondays around 10 o'clock in the morning, Black's Tropical Homestead goes live and right now she's doing a series on apothecary, right? Did
Apothecary.
I say that right?
Yep, you said it
Which
right.
are medicinal herbs that you will need to do your own research on because honestly, on some of these herbs, they can hurt you if you have
Mhm.
certain medication that you're taking or certain conditions in your body. Hey, Juan, I'm glad you're here. You made jelly best yet? Awesome. Maybe we can all make some. Maybe you can teach me how to make jelly. I think that would be great. So at the end of all these things, I have a little giveaway and my Uncle Wayne's pushers, pushers. I'm not going there. And it says Andale Homestead on it. He has a little card with his information. And so we're going to give away one of these and Auntie Peg's Scrubby. She sat and made these right here in front of me, which was amazing. And but we need to check out Black's Tropical Homestead on Mondays. I'm on Tuesdays. Right after me are Danny Day's Homestead at 12 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Central. Gigi goes live at 5. Gigi Naturals Homestead. T-Nog from the New Orleans Gardener. Yes, I'm 36 different med. Oh, I know, Cynthia. I understand that. You have to be careful with herbs when you're on a lot of different medications.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Shirley, glad to see you. Garden State Gardener, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Um, anyway, and Tina goes at 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock her time. And then tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central. Wait, Laura, Laura from Hedgehog Homestead, if you're still here, we have an appointment tomorrow for me to be her guest on Hedgehog Homestead. It's either 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. She'll put out a thing because, see, we're an hour different. And I think it's 12 o'clock her time, 1 o'clock my time. I'm almost positive that it's 1 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. Please do. Please hit the like button. So we're getting ready to give away Uncle Wayne's pusher and a scrubby. And don't forget, Black's Tropical goes live on Friday evenings around 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock on Friday evenings. It's in that neighborhood. Yeah, so y'all put hashtag BTH if you're in the live, only if you're here when it's actually live, because I do have some people putting it in there afterwards and it makes me feel bad. Um, yep, type in hashtag BTH to be able to be entered to win a pusher, which is a beautiful piece of art, and a scrubby. My Uncle Wayne
So,
said, Dan, it takes him about a week to make six. And I
wow.
was giving two away a day on Tuesdays. And he said, honey, let's cut it down to one, okay? So
Yeah,
I said, that's great. Thank you. I don't, you don't have to do it at all. You really don't have to do it at all. But
that's a
yeah,
lot of work, but they are nice pushers.
aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
And Sherry, in the meantime, while they're typing in BTH, I want to thank you, you and Bobby, for being so gracious to me. I showed up, I walked in the door, and it just felt like home. You just
Yeah.
put me right at ease.
We kicked the dogs out so they wouldn't eat you up, but
Yes. Y'all, I have never had a dog that I couldn't make friends with ever. And Thor was just so protective. Yeah, husband pushers, husband act right, attitude adjustment. Thor was so protective over his mama. He wanted to eat me. I'm telling you, kind of thing. It was the bad growling, barking. Like I'm. If you touch her, I will eat you. And
yes.
see, Sherry didn't tell
Don't
me till
push
we
me
got
to do
ready to
my
go home.
job.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It is his job. So if anybody's thinking about going in that house, don't, because he will take care of business. I can promise you. I was sitting beside, hey, Lion Crest. I was sitting beside Sherry at the kitchen table or the dining room table, and we were going over and sharing YouTube tricks and trades. And she was teaching me all these things, and I was trying to share a little bit of my knowledge with her. And I reached across the table to pick up my glass of tea, and I thought that dog was coming out of the crate. Now, Sherry didn't tell me until I got ready to leave that he can get out of the crate
He
if he
can.
really, really wants to. Thank
He
the
can.
Lord. I had no idea. I had no idea that he could. Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
So
Oh,
are you going to be dropping a WOP challenge video?
oh gosh. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh.
I mean, I I dropped a little video with Coghill Family Farm
Mhm.
doing that. I don't have a whole lot of footage, so I probably have to make my own. I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see. We'll
know.
work on it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's a fun video because homesteaders are fun. I don't know what other people have heard, but
that's right.
Bobby said it. Homesteaders are fun, and
When we went to that convention, we're not all about, oh, doomsday, the end of the world.
yeah,
We're about enjoying the day, being comfortable in our own skins, being comfortable and being self-sufficient. So, yay. It was a win. What did you think of the convention, that the meetup that we went to?
I think it was absolutely amazing. I mean, we've been to HOA, which is huge, 5,000 plus tickets sold, and this one is smaller, but you
Mhm.
gain just about the same amount of knowledge. You don't meet as many people, but if you don't like huge crowds, the
Right,
smaller events are good. But
right.
golf golf course was perfect. It was great.
It
We were
was
able to meet
perfect.
a lot of people and see people we saw at HOA, but we
Yeah.
learned some things. We were able to support people. David the Good was there with
The
his
Stivers
family.
the Stivers homestead was there,
Drivers were
Parkville
there.
Family Farm,
Yeah,
and
so it was amazing, and I encourage anybody that can
thank you.
get to one, go.
Yes. And honestly, if you can, just try because it opens your whole world. It broadens everything. I mean, it's you're meeting people that are happy to get to know you.
Yes.
And I mean, not everybody, but almost everybody. We're all happy to be able to see each other.
Yep. We were one big family. It was
Really.
we called HOA that a lot, but that's what Gulf Coast was. It's like Soil family, all one big family reunion.
That's right. And so again, when is the date of the Soil Family Expo?
It's the weekend of April 1st, twenty
Weekend of
twenty
April,
three,
and it's going to be in
Savannah, Georgia,
Savannah, Georgia.
in Savannah,
So
Georgia.
please try to make it, y'all. I'm going to be there for sure, but please try to come. You need four more to enter to make it 44. Hey, Fallen Arkansas veterans in my granny's garden. Tina Ladybug, I'm so glad y'all are here. So, yes, please try to make it because it's just, it's family, we're it's not awkward to have your camera out. It's not awkward to video. It's not, I mean, it's just a lot of fun to
It's
be
a
able
lot
to
of
be with people. And you don't have the stress of actually having blood relatives around.
true.
Because sometimes that can be a stressful thing. You just have the fun of, YouTube world can be a small world. And it was fun. Blenda and I are going to try to come to Savannah in April. Chuck, please do. I'm trying to talk Jesse into doing it too. Jesse and Lisa into coming, and Danny from Danny Day's Homestead. I'm
Yeah.
trying to talk them into coming. They want to be there. It's quite a distance for them to travel.
And if
And
Jesse come, you can only whisper in Jesse's ear.
I'm
Nobody
not
else.
I'm not telling any no, they gotta Google it. I'm not telling anybody else what the other dance means. I'm not gonna do it.
We'll
Hey,
think of a new dance by then.
yeah, there should be a new dance challenge. I just thought it was a lot of fun, kind of like the Macarena,
Yeah.
innocent, but you give a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There's my hand again.
Then you play dead.
Yeah, that was the coolest thing. Every one of us got that part right, right? Oh
Yes,
gosh, that
yes.
just hurt my neck. I think I played dead too much. Okay, let's draw, honey.
All
I'm going
right.
to do a countdown from three. Okay,
Yes.
three, two, one. Let's see who wins. Yay, we have 40 something entries. Oh my gracious. I'm so glad you guys are here. Who we got? Juan! Yay! Juan Perez. Okay, Juan, let's see if I can put my banner up to be able to show you my email. I don't know where you live, honey. Um, but if you will email me at andalehomestead@gmail.com, then I'll get it right out to you. Um, well, within a reasonable amount of time, anyway, because sometimes it takes me a week or two. But yep. So Juan Perez, good for you. Good for you, sweetie. Email me, please, at andalehomestead@gmail.com. All right, Cherie, thank you so much for being here today. I
Thank you for
appreciate you.
inviting us.
Yes. And Jesse will be next week, and then best yet the next week. I have my buddies that y'all are my security blankets, I can tell you.
That's right. We are here for you, and we appreciate everything that you do. We appreciate your Aunt Dilly's dailies every morning and
Oh,
everything.
thank you. I was a little concerned about um, whether that was the right move to go, but I've had such amazing response of people that have reached out to me personally saying that word was for me. I know that the Lord is speaking to me through you, and that's all it takes. It's
That's
not
right.
about numbers. It's about the Lord's message getting out
That's
there.
right. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them
Okay. I'm going to
coming.
invite you down while I close out
Okay.
and hang around for a second, if you would, please, honey.
Okay.
So, everyone, we went over a little bit of time, but don't peace and blessings to all. Don't forget Danny Day's Homestead goes on at 11 o'clock. Be sure and pray for Mennonite Farmstead, and their grain bin, because I know the Lord has a plan for them. And for all the other health concerns that have been in the chat today, I can't see the words, but we're going to close out and know that you are important, you are loved, and you make a difference. And the Lord knows every hair on your head. He knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. And just remember that the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. Okay, you guys. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. Don't forget, I'm on Hedgehog Homestead tomorrow, noon to 1 ish. I'll let you know. I'll put a community post out and let you know about the exact time. Y'all take care. Have a great week. And remember, I love you.